Beloved brothers and sisters, God has given us this day as a gift, a new opportunity to draw near to Him with truth, faith, and surrender. Let us enter into prayer with Psalm 138, a strong and profound psalm that lifts the heart, strengthens the soul, and reminds us that God answers, sustains, and completes everything that concerns His children. Psalm 138 verse 3 says, "In the day when I cried, Thou answeredst me." This psalm is born from a heart that pours itself out before God with sincerity and finds an answer from above. It reveals a God who hears the cry, renews strength, magnifies His word, and stretches out His hand. When the days grow heavy and the heart searches for help, the Lord remains our shelter, our care, and our answer in the right time. Write your name in the comments and the name of someone who needs prayer. Also, subscribe to the channel so you can continue every day in prayer. Now pour out your soul in the presence of the Lord. Most High God, I bow before you in this moment, bringing in prayer a deep cry, a fervent plea, and a request born from a heart laid open before heaven. I call upon your name with all the strength within me, and I believe that heaven is moving, that your hand is already working, that your favor is already running toward my cause. Today I pray expecting an answer, expecting help, expecting intervention that comes from your power. Beloved Father, step into this hour with strong support, with an open way, with an answer that ends the pressure and changes the direction of this day. Touch the exact point of this need. Visit the very thing that brought me here in prayer. Move what has been stuck, open what has been closed, release what has been bound. Let that help fall upon my life now, the kind of help that arrives suddenly and changes everything, the help that comes from above and gives breath back again, the help that makes the heart stop trembling and begin to breathe in peace. My God, let a deep relief fall upon me, the kind that fills the eyes and warms the heart at the same time. Pour over this cause a living, strong, unforgettable answer. I ask for a move that touches this pain, reaches this waiting, visits this matter and brings real change. May your voice rise above every affliction and bring rest. May your movement cross through this battle and bring refreshing. May your help meet this prayer and return it filled with life, with strength, with renewed hope. King of glory, there are days when the soul cries out within, hours when the heart asks for help without being able to form beautiful words, moments when only a touch from heaven can lift what is almost giving way. That is why I pour myself out before you. Come with an answer over what made me cry in silence. Come with healing over what opened a wound. Come with a way out over what trapped me, and with balm over what burned inside. Pour down from above a visitation so strong, so sweet, and so powerful that every weight is torn away and every sadness loses its place. Living God, I ask for help that comes quickly. Help over my home. Help over this path. Help over this area that needs a solution. Help over this matter that has followed me since early today. Stretch out your arm over me and send a command from heaven against what is afflicting me. Let your word enter this cause and turn the page. Let your action reach this moment and break every delay. Let your goodness rise above everything that tried to crush me and give me a new day, lighter, safer, and fuller of your help. Dear Father, I do not lift this prayer to the wind. I release this cry before the God who answers. I pour out these words before the God who steps into the cause. I place this tear before the God who visits the afflicted and changes the situation with one touch. So now I receive comfort in place of agony, courage in place of weariness, peace in place of turmoil, and a new breath moving within me. May my heart feel relief coming down from above like rain on dry ground. May my inner being be washed by a stream of mercy and rest. My Father, I ask you for an answer that heals within and resolves what is outside, an answer that calms the heart and touches the path, that brings rest and also movement. An answer that restores strength and also opens direction. May this prayer be visited by your power. May this cry be answered with great mercy. May this waiting meet your timing, working with beauty. I receive your help to continue, to make it through this day, to keep going without falling apart, and to lift my head and move forward under your care. Beloved God, take this need into your hands and answer with greatness. Take this heart and pour out refreshing. Take this cause and release a solution. Take this day and cover it with your favor. I continue trusting that my voice has been heard, that my cry has reached the heights, that your help has already been sent, and that your answer will come upon me like a mighty river, like dawn after a long night, like a holy embrace that surrounds, sustains, and transforms everything I place before you today. Psalm 138 verse 8 says, "The Lord will perfect that which concerneth me." My God, touch everything that has continued in pieces, everything still waiting for your finishing touch. You are the God who begins with beauty and finishes with glory. You take scattered days and turn them into a path. You take old wounds and turn them into healing. You take hidden seeds and turn them into fruit. Today I consecrate to you what is still in progress, and I rest in your working, because your hand works with care, with strength, and with truth over every area of my life. Continue in me what came from your heart. Go to the places that still hurt, visit what needs healing, gather what was scattered along the way. There are things within me that are still being treated, and I open everything before you. Take what has grown weak and breathe life into it. Take what has become discouraged and pour in strength. Take what has been stuck and make it move. Your work is holy, deep, and full of purpose. Most High, carry to completion what you have planted in me. Carry to completion the growth that began in silence, the healing that has already touched parts of my story, the change that has already reached my inner being, the process that has so many times made me cry, mature, bend my knees, and seek heaven with greater truth. I believe in your complete work, in full restoration. I believe in a mature answer. I believe in a work finished by your hands. Living God, pass through my heart and wash what left marks, close what was torn, calm what still throbs with pain. There are marks that need deeper healing. There are memories that need your comfort. There are areas crying out for renewal. Enter those places with your love and do a beautiful, clean, and powerful work. May I not carry the remains of wounds, the remains of ruin, fear, or weariness. Let a new season be born in me, a healed inner life, a strengthened spirit, and a path touched by your care. My beloved God, I place my entire process in your hands, what has already bloomed and what is still being shaped. Over all of this, I place my prayer. Complete your work in me, complete your work in my home, in my paths. May your action leave a mark, heal completely, lift with power, and lead my life to the exact place where everything that comes from your hands may bloom with strength, beauty, and fullness. In Psalm 138 verse 7, it is written, "Thou shalt stretch forth thine hand against the wrath of mine enemies. Stretch out your hand over my life and cover me with deliverance. Go before me in this day. Enter first into every place. Guard every step. Surround my path and close every door of evil. I take refuge in you. I hide beneath your care. I rest my life in your hands, believing that your power protects me, walks with me, and sustains me at every moment. Beloved Father, raise your strong protection over me. Guard my mind from every attack. Guard my heart from every evil word. Guard my body. Guard my home. Guard my going out and my coming back. Place your hand over everything that belongs to me. Let every evil launched against me fall to the ground. Undo traps, break snares, gut off ambushes. Remove from my path anything that came to wound, confuse, and steal my peace. Dear Father, visit now the places I pass through and pour protection over each one of them. Touch the doors, the roads, the encounters. Touch the decisions, the places I will enter. Put your peace over me so strongly that even in the middle of the battle I remain guarded. Let every evil retreat. Let every darkness be undone. Let every attack lose its strength before your name. In Psalm 138, verse 2, it is written, "Thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name." It was your word that pulled me out of the depths. It was your word that held me when everything in me was giving way, that entered like light where there was pressure, and gave life back to what was almost fading. When my heart had no direction, your voice found me. When my days lost their color, what came from your mouth lifted me up. I am standing because the Lord spoke. I keep walking because the Lord released over me a living word, strong, precise, and full of power. Beloved Father, there were moments when a single sentence from heaven was worth more than 1,000 human ways out. There were days when my heart only breathed again because your word came down like holy help and pulled me out of distress. It searched for me where I was. It reached me in the middle of weariness. It clothed me with courage. It gave me ground again. It was your word that brought me back, that gave me strength to open my eyes, lift my head, and continue. May this word continue running within me like a mighty river. May it wash my thoughts, strengthen my steps, and fill my inner being with courage. May no strange voice take the place of what the Lord has already said. May no lie remain before the truth that saved me. I cling to what came from your heart. I stand firm on what the Lord declared. I rest my soul in this holy voice that lifted me from the fall and led me into a new season. I ask that this victorious word rise over my life with power. May what the Lord has spoken overcome every battle, every insult, every uprising, and every war that tried to stand before me. Your word sets me on my feet to overcome. It clothes me with courage to continue. Your word opens a way where there was a barrier, breaks what held back my steps, and leads me in triumph under your hand. Mighty God, make this truth run within me like a lifted sword, like holy fire, like a shout of victory in the middle of the battle. May your word crush fear, silence accusation, bring down the lie, and cause a pure boldness, a burning faith, and a deep confidence in your action to be born within me. I do not walk empty. I do not enter this war alone. I carry with me what the Lord has spoken, and that is enough to sustain me, guard me, and lead me above everything that has risen against me. My God, may every promise released by heaven bloom before my eyes. May every word come filled with conquest, with answer, with advancement, and with honor. I take hold of the victory born from your voice. I embrace the triumph that comes from your truth. I receive strength to remain, courage to fight, and hope to continue until I see fulfilled everything the Lord has already determined over my life. Your word lifted me, your word guarded me, and your word will also make me overcome with glory, with authority, and with joy overflowing within me. Receive now this praise that rises from the depths of my being. I exalt you for the sunrise, for breath, for bread, for the strength poured out in heavy days, for the peace that visits the heart, for mercy that is renewed, for the care that walks with me and guards me. I exalt you for what my eyes have seen and for what heaven has done in silence, because you sustained me in difficult hours, lifted me in hard seasons, and surrounded me with love when my chest was tired. There are marks of your care in my story. There are signs of your goodness in my days. There are memories of your help kept in my heart, and each one of them becomes praise before you. My Father, pour blessing over my mind in these first hours. Wash everything with calm, purity, and balance. Put order in every thought, direction in every plan, wisdom in every attitude. May my thoughts walk in peace. May my heart continue in rest. May my soul remain warmed by a beautiful, firm, and shining hope. Deliver me from the rush that runs over the day, and give me a serene, productive, harmonious rhythm full of purpose. May I do everything with care, with joy, and with the certainty that your hand accompanies every task that comes to me. Beloved Father, I surrender to you my work, my projects, my commitments, and everything my hands will touch throughout this day. Pour out ability, creativity, excellence, and growth. May good doors open naturally. May the fruit of my effort come with peace. May provision walk beside me. May abundance visit my path in a clean, honest, and generous way. Place favor over what I do. Give brightness to what I produce. Multiply what is good. Honor my effort. Let this morning already carry clear signs of advancement, harvest, progress, and a beautiful surprise prepared by heaven. My God, place upon me a joyful spirit to live this day with courage and gratitude. I want to rise with willingness, walk with confidence, speak with gentleness, act with wisdom, and continue with a heart full of praise. May every hour bring a new reason to smile, give thanks, and recognize your goodness. May I see beauty in what is ordinary, meaning in the little things, and heaven's tenderness in the simplest details. Make my inner being bloom this morning. Renew my strength with tenderness. Light within me a clean, mature, beautiful, and steady motivation, able to turn routine into a gift and every task into an opportunity for honor. My beloved God, take these first hours and fill every minute with favor. May my rising be light. May my walk be guarded. May my voice carry kindness. May my hands produce with excellence. May my heart remain warmed by deep peace. Make this morning a milestone of renewal, a beginning of good harvests, an announcement of happy days, and a testimony of your love poured out over me. May heaven smile upon my life. May the earth produce fruit around my steps. May I move forward with living gratitude, a rested soul, a peaceful mind, and a heart bathed in the blessing of the new day the Lord has placed before me. Psalm 138 is a psalm for those who have been through heavy days, yet still choose to lift their eyes to God. It is not born from a distracted heart. It is born from someone who knew struggle, pressure, opposition, waiting, and even so decided to worship. That already delivers a very powerful message. Mature faith does not depend on ease in order to remain alive. It stands firm in who God is. Right at the beginning, David shows the position of the heart. He praises with wholeness. It is not praise for appearance. It is not devotion by habit. It is not empty spirituality. It is a whole heart before the Lord. And here there is a necessary confrontation. God is not looking for beautiful words without truth. God looks within. Psalm 138 calls us to a surrender without division, without a mask, without half measures. The Lord deserves a complete heart, a faith without performance, a worship that comes from the depths of the soul. Another strong point of this psalm is that David does not write from a life without opposition. He speaks of trouble. He speaks of enemies. He speaks of wrath raised against him. This makes the message even more real. The text was not written from the comfort of a journey without conflict. It was written in the middle of life as it truly is, and that is exactly where his confidence shines. He believes that God stretches out his hand. He believes that God preserves life. He believes that God acts against the wrath of enemies. Psalm 138 teaches that the protection of the Lord is not devotional theory. It is concrete care in days of battle. May this truth rest upon your life and reach every area that needs direction, peace, and renewal. May the Lord strengthen your heart, steady your steps, and faithfully complete everything He Himself began in you. No sincere prayer is ever lost, no tear goes unnoticed, and no path surrendered into God's hands is left without care. Receive this word with faith, keep Psalm 138 in your heart, and keep believing the Lord is still working in your favor. Write in the comments, God will complete the work in my life. Also, leave your name and the name of someone who needs prayer, subscribe to the channel, and share this message with someone who needs to be strengthened today.